look over there. That's Marty Glarner. Hi, Margie.
Hey, hi, good morning. Hi.
Hi, Marnes.
How the hell are you?
I'm good. Yeah.
So you admit it.
Real good.
Yeah.
I
That's
do
great.
admit it.
Is it raining out there? Is it nice?
No. A little bit of a drizzle.
Yeah, for shizzle.
Hey, we can say what you're doing next week, right? Have you
Yeah,
said
of
that on the
course.
air?
Oh, no.
I have not, but I was going to today.
So let's walk through this. Next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday,
Correct.
Chris and I are on vacation.
Together?
Not together, no.
Where are you guys
we are
going?
going to be gone
Why don't you
Monday,
admit that we're on
Tuesday, and
vacation?
Wednesday.
Yeah, where are you guys
Why are you
going?
ashamed of
Where are
me?
you guys
about
going, Hawk?
Why are you ashamed of me?
Don't worry about it. Let's just say we'll come back different men.
That's true. And a couple.
Going to a church in Indiana.
That's true.
That doesn't sound like me.
Yeah, a lot of cults in Indiana.
Ben is also out next Monday,
Oh, yeah.
and Marnie is out next Tuesday, and who knows? Rosie's probably out too. The point is Sauce is, as I keep saying, steering the ship for 3 straight days. That was SHIP.
It'll be great.
Thanks,
So-
Marnes.
I can't wait
As in
to
ships and
listen.
giggles.
You can verify this, John Bonus. One segment ago during the break, you said to me, it was just you and I in this room. You said, "Do you want me here for like extra time?" I go, "I don't care if you're here for 3 minutes or 3.5 hours. It ain't my problem. Talk to Sauce. I don't care."
You be here as long as you want,
But
Bonus.
Marnie, you will not be here
You let
next
me know.
Tuesday because you are going to be somewhere else, which is
Yes, I'm going to be in Chicago, Illinois, with the
Oh,
twins.
it's by Beloit.
It's one of the cities in Illinois.
It's on the border. You
Yeah.
thought it was.
I wasn't.
Kiss a glizzy.
Yeah, didn't care. Anyway, you're going to be in Chicago for?
I am working 3 Twins games on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. The Twins against the White Sox, and I'm doing play-by-play for the Twins for the first time.
Oh,
Is that right?
Play by play.
Yeah, I have done one spring training series, but I have never called a regular season game. So this will be a first for me. I'm excited.
Phone's
And
ringing.
I have a lot of questions, but first I have to take this call. Hello?
You were calling the game there.
Where's Corey Provis going to be?
I don't know, but he is allowed, I think it's in his contract to take a couple of series off, which I
He
think
passed
is
away.
No, he leaves the country on 4th of July because he hates this place.
Well,
How? One of 2 series just before the All-Star break, so
yes.
maybe he's just taking
Yeah, the Twins go to San Francisco right after that to play the Giants, and then they have the All-Star break. So I don't know. Corey's spending time with his family. He's got 2 young kids, and he works basically every day because the Twins play pretty much every day. So I am thrilled to be able to take 3 games and call play-by-play. But it's been mentally challenging to try to listen to, for example, Gleeman and the Geek podcast.
Sure.
And make sure
that
I'm
is mentally challenging.
watching. There was more. And preparing for a Lynx game every other night.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of compartmentalizing. And a lot of times the Twins and Lynx are playing at the same time. Obviously, I can't watch those Twins games. I'll either go back and watch some or just kind of try to stay up to speed here in this last week. So I'm getting there.
All right, so that's next week.
How do you prepare for that? Like, do you practice calling a game? Like, do you watch a game and call it
No.
by yourself? You don't you just step in.
No. I'm mostly...
You're a pro. You've done this hundreds of times.
Yeah, that doesn't mean I'm very good at it. I don't mean that. But what when I'm watching for the elements like, the Budweiser pitch of the game or something. I'm looking at how do we execute that? Where does the graphic come in? How do I read that? And then also just like even starting lineups, because in basketball, it's a 5-person headshot left to right.
Right.
And in baseball, it's the outfield first, and you usually go left field, center, right, and then the infield, and you go third base, short, second, first. And there's just a different
You're
rhythm
paying attention
to
to
it.
the structure around the broadcast. Okay.
And my analysts for that series will be Justin Morneau and Denard Span.
Oh, wow.
So I'm going.
Both of them are going to be in the booth with you for the same time? Oh, wow.
Yep.
Great.
And we've had a 3-person booth in baseball a decent amount this summer. And so I'm basically going to be like, when I don't have anything, I'm be like, guys,
Your thoughts.
What else you got over there?
Got it.
Yeah, exactly.
And here with his home run walk-off call is the fans' Paul Lambert.
Who's betting?
I don't know, just your signature walk-off. Like somebody hits a home run.
Okay.
What's your home run call?
The count is 3-2, everybody in the crowd is pumped because that's the only way you can see the Twins play. 3-2 pitch. And there's a drive. That glizzy is flying. And it's caught in the mouth by Tommy Olson. Game over. Take that, Captain Comedy.
You got demoted?
Yeah, he's a captain.
Yeah, that is definitely the right volume for a walk-off shot. And
I didn't want to yell. I don't need to yell.
You're very critical. I mean, that.
Yeah,
Did you not
go to
try it?
school.
You try it,
My guy
Vince
Tommy
Scully.
caught the ball in his mouth.
Yeah, thanks,
All right,
Hawk.
fine. Here we go. Ready? And a deep drive, and it's over the fence and gone.
Are you impersonating Zach?
Oh.
Zacho.
Oh,
You
Zacho.
do bring up a point that I have a question about. Oh, Paul, you have a question too.
No, go ahead. Mine is not relevant to what we're talking about, but it's funny.
Oh, that's.
We'll be the judge of that.
Yeah, okay.
Captain Comedy.
Oh, tell us more, Shecky Green.
Yeah, nice reference. Marty, what were you saying?
I was saying when I worked the Twins spring training series, it was 2018, I think. I'd have to look back. It's been a while. And at the time, I believed that was probably the only Twins games I would ever call. And so I was going to take full advantage of my opportunity. And I had a home run call for Twins home run. It wasn't great, but I put a lot of thought into it. It was Call Your Mama.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Because
That was great.
I thought about what happened when you have a big moment in your life, no matter what it is. What do? You call your mom. Exactly. Lola? And I'm very close to my mom, and I am a mom. Okay, that's how I came up with that. It was not a big deal, and it was spring training. So I was like, oh,
There's
this will
got
be
a lot
fun.
of play on social media. You should stick. Are you going to stick with it?
Oh, well, that's kind of my question. Now,
Yes.
these are actual real games that count for something. It's
Oh,
not
lean into
about
it.
me, which is
lean
very
into it.
unfortunate. So, I mean,
Why did you do it then?
As a fan, as a viewer, if hypothetically, Sauce, if you were watching the game, and I apologize that you can't get them,
Yeah.
would you be totally annoyed with someone stepping into another person's role and trying to do something like have a home run call?
No, but aren't you supposed to make it about, like, isn't it? It's your bit, right? Like
Yeah.
when I sit there on Monday, I'm going to wear all black, criticize everything everybody does. If I did that, people would be like, well, that's that other guy. I got to do my own bit, man.
You got to do you.
Like if he sat here, he would just feign interest and look at Etsy for 2 hours, right?
I mean, you also have to.
Sounds like a sweet gig.
You also have to get over annoying baseball fans because baseball fans are always going to be annoyed. Like any change at all to their routine. Like we get upset about intentional walk now just being something you can do as opposed to throw 4 pitches off the plate. Like there's always going to be traditional fans that baseball's the worst for that. 80% of the fan base is going to be annoyed by anything that's a little bit different. So, yeah, annoy away. By all
You're
means.
speaking as a baseball fan.
Yeah, oh,
that
for
I'm
sure.
going to annoy.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well,
So, Marnie, not
think it's
everybody
great.
that hits a home run, though, either has a mother or is close with their mother. So why don't you just be like, and reach out to your therapist. It's gone. Then it's universal. Everybody can reach out to a
Yeah,
therapist.
it's interesting you would say that because when I was on PA's show either right before or right after, and I was explaining the home run call, and I actually thought about that part of it, that not everyone can call their mom. And so my idea behind the word mama was that it represents anyone.
Could be your significant other.
sure.
Yes, it
Your
could be a
sugar mama.
spouse, it could
Yeah.
be a brother or
Your
sister.
daddy.
You said you're a mom, so somebody could call you.
Yeah.
Just reach out to Marnie and say, hey,
that's
thanks
right.
for the home run call.
Rosie called a bunch of moms.
I'm sure he did. It's probably what he's doing right now.
Well, I won't be able to call a walk-off for us anyway because we'll be in Chicago.
Right.
But we should, we have a decent chance of winning 2 out of 3. So there could be some great highlight moments. And I thought, well, and who knows? This may be the only time I call Twins games.
Right.
I've never done that before. I may never get to do it again. And if I'm not very good, I definitely won't be doing it again.
Given the White Sox pitching staff, you might have plenty of opportunities for home run calls.
Well said, Mona.
Well, you think I should tweak it? Is Better Call Mama? It was questionable to begin with.
What?
Maybe I'll have to workshop
I don't
it.
think there's
I
any
love
question.
Call Your Mama.
Not bad.
I don't
I think
think
it's
there's
a
any
great
questionable.
one.
And it's
about
yours. Who cares?
Yeah,
If the White Sox walk off, just go crazy, Beloit.
See? Yell that.
See?
Paul, your
it.
hand
Crazy
was,
police.
your hand was.
Beloit was in Wisconsin.
It sure is. We didn't catch it either. Your hand was sheepishly halfway up.
Yeah,
Did you have
so
something to say that was funny?
Remember yesterday when Musk talked about that bumper sticker he saw.
Yes.
Some Musk retweeted that some guy in Dallas has it written out in duct tape on the back of his car. I thought it was in Minnesota,
Breaking
but then
news?
I saw the street sign and realized it wasn't. It wasn't that good of a bit. That's why I put my hand down so he wouldn't call on me.
You said you had something funny, though. When are you going to do that?
That was it?
It would have been
Duct
funnier.
tape on a car is a commitment.
Yeah, man. See, thanks, Barney. Thanks for the support.
He
I do
or
the
she
news?
is into that phrase.
Yeah.
I think that was Dallas, Texas bumper sticker news. But yes, what really matters is that it's time for the news.
KFAN News with Chris Hockey. Presented by the St. Paul Saints.
And the Saints are back at CHS Field tonight to begin a series with the Gwinnett Stripers. Where's Gwinnett? Anybody?
It's us?
It's in Illinois.
Yeah.
Gwinett? Gwinnett?
No idea.
It does sound like an Illinois town.
Georgia.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, Gwinnett County.
Type
can't be
in
right.
Gwinnett Stripers. That's the name of the team.
God, you
do,
love Striper.
Do Gwyneth Paltrow.
I really do.
Yeah, it
it's
is
in
Georgia.
Oh, wow. There you go.
All the way up.
Wow. Well, anyway.
They were the Gwyneth Paltrows. That would be
That'd be
hilarious.
great.
That'd be
Funny.
brilliant.
They should do that for like one
Better
day.
than the
I bet
Stripers.
they have.
Randy Dobnak takes the mound tonight as John Bonus will be there. The
that'll be
first
fun.
pitch is at 7:07. Get your tickets at saintsbaseball.com. Don't forget, we got it coming right up. Wednesdays with Bernie's coming up soon at CHS Field. There's fun baseball happening in St. Paul tonight. Right, Bones?
It is conspiracy night theory. Conspiracy night at CHS Field.
Is that right? What do you
Sauce, how are you not there? You think everything's rigged or
How-
everything's a conspiracy?
Yeah,
Supposed to bring your
how's hot
tinfoil
out
hat.
there?
Get down to
Oh,
CHS
brilliant.
Field tonight. This is your night.
Maybe I will.
Maybe I will.
Will. Listen, it's like this, guys. The Blue Earth County Sheriff's Office is warning residents not to fall for any any calls demanding money for a fine or a failure to appear in court. A social media post says some county residents have gotten calls from a number that appears to be from the sheriff's office. The caller gives the name of an actual sheriff's office employee, asks for payment through gift cards or money transfer. The sheriff's office says employees will never call anybody demanding money, and anybody who has fallen for the scam is being encouraged to contact the law enforcement, even if they feel dumb.
Yeah.
Don't fall for scams.
Phone scammers.
Yeah, scams suck, man.
I mean, usually you can't give a payment in a gift card
Right.
to
Right.
a reputable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I paid for a fine with Raising Cane's gift cards a couple weeks ago. I wonder
Corey
if that
gets
was a
those for
scam.
free.
Forever, if you
Yeah.
ask my wife.
Yeah. A man who gave a false name to police after stealing a yacht in Pittsburgh
Wait. What?
has been identified as a wanted man from Minnesota.
A lot of yachts in Pittsburgh
I don't know.
on the river.
There's
So, stealing one?
There's a movie about a yacht in Pittsburgh.
Speed
Oh,
free.
Titanic.
It's Bruce Willis.
Oh.
Die Hard.
Yeah.
No, it's
Look who's talking.
Unbreakable?
never mind. I don't know. I can't remember.
Scooch?
Ghost?
I'll never remember. I don't think I've ever seen the whole thing. So.
Signs?
Investigators say the suspect broke into a marina on the Allegheny River last month, was having a great time, and then he crashed the yacht into a river wall.
No.
The man told police his name was Michael Fisher, but that proved to be stolen. They now identified him as Michael Bonnywell. Say he's wanted for violating a Minnesota probation for drug and theft charges.
So he steals a boat and changes his name to Fisher.
That's right. Interesting.
That'll fit in.
Crash that sumbitch. A yacht. All right. There's new legislation aimed at cracking down on brothels in Queens, New York. Councilmember Francisco Moya is proposing two bills that would require massage businesses to obtain and display a new city license to operate and bans the employment of unlicensed individuals to provide massage services. So I guess I'm canceling my
Trip to Queens.
Yeah.
Well, hang on. So, based on what you said, doesn't it sound like you have to have a license to be a massage therapist?
Yeah.
It's not necessarily stopping the act. I think they just think people that don't have massage licenses are more likely to be committing those kinds of acts.
I would say you're correct about that, sir.
So
Yeah.
you could still go to a quote reputable spot,
Correct.
and
Yeah.
just cast a bunch of.
Well, and you're in a database anyway. What do you care?
Yeah, from the one here.
That's why
That lady tried
know
to
this
bathe
story,
your
Mars?
Johnson.
When
She
he
didn't try,
did
she did.
research, he was trying to figure out if one of them was a place.
Please tell a
with
quick
ladies
version of
the
the
night.
story.
That was
Tell
funny.
Marnie the quick story. This is a true story. Go ahead, Bart.
And use the visual.
Do you regret telling this story publicly the first time?
No.
Okay.
No, well,
There's no
Kind
turning
of.
back now.
the
No, at
first
this
time we
point,
had to
no.
contact my dad.
So I was getting my hair done, and
Cut, you mean?
yeah.
Gee.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Miss Barbershop Quartet.
He's going to get something else done in a second.
And they were speculating that the massage parlor about 3 doors down was a handy joint. And I was like, well, that's something I'd investigate. And they were like, well, you should go investigate. And I was like, you don't think I'll investigate? I'll investigate. They said, well, you should go investigate. I said, I'll go investigate.
He basically got triple dog dared to do
That's
it.
exactly right.
And
do
when
it
Marty
anyway.
McFly on it, he got called chicken and said, I'll prove you
He
wrong.
ran over there.
So I was the only gentleman in the salon, and they were all egging me on. So I rolled on down there and I walked in, and the door opened and shut behind me, and I stood there for a moment, and I heard sliding footsteps coming down the hallway, and this lady appeared out of nowhere, about my age, about 4 foot tall, tiny hands.
That's a huge bitch.
These are important details.
That is.
Are
an
you telling
important
the
detail,
story?
actually.
They will come into play later.
Are
Yeah,
you telling the story?
No, I'm not.
You want me to continue?
Not really.
Yeah, I do. This is maybe your best story.
You know what? I'm not telling you the story. I'm telling everybody else. What do you think of that? So she says, sir, would you like a massage? I says, sure. When should I come back? And she said, oh, you can come on back now. I'm like, oh, so this is happening right now. She says, sure. So we scooch on down the hallway. And she says to me, you go ahead and get undressed to your level of comfort and have a seat on this table here and lay down, and I'll be right back. So I says, okay. And I'm nervous as hell. Like, I'm talking sweaty armpit, sweaty feet, nervous, you know what I mean? And she rolls in and pulls back the towel, and I'm laying there in my undies, and she kind of giggles. Like, oh, look at this guy.
Are you on your back or your stomach?
Yes.
Hopefully you're on your stomach, right?
I was,
You're
on
gonna
my, I
massage-
was on my back. Yeah.
Just wait.
And so she's like, well, go ahead and roll over and remove those drawers. So now I'm really nervous, but I do as told. So I'm laying there with my butthole pointed at the sky.
Wrong button.
The noise it made.
Okay.
That was her reaction.
And she proceeds to give me what has been documented as the worst massage of all time. Those tiny little hands didn't do a damn bit of good.
She didn't have a license. Right?
Nope.
Had never
Nope.
done a massage
She's
before.
making it up as she goes.
And she asks me to roll over, and I do. And again, she's looking at me, and I'm looking at her. And she's looking at me, and I'm looking at her. And she's looking at me, and I'm looking at her. And we've reached a stalemate. And I can tell she's waiting on me to say, hey, what about little Larry? But I'm not going to say that. So she finally gets frustrated with me. I can tell. She says, would you like a bath?
What?
And now
Would you like a bath?
I'm very clammy.
He's sweating.
He's been sweating.
This is great.
Yeah,
And I'm
Beavis
guessing,
was there.
because I was so nervous, she thought that it might do me some good to lay in some warm water because it's pretty chilly in that room. So I say, sure, I absolutely would like a bath. So we roll down the hallway, and it looks like I'm looking for water out in the desert, if you know what I mean. And I'm butt naked.
Oh, yeah.
And so we go into this next room. And she says, okay, get on the table. And I'm like, well, I don't think you take baths on tables. But again, at this point, she's the leader. So I lay down on this table, and the table's got a little bit of, sunk in portion so that the water doesn't just roll out on the floor.
It's a water table?
Yeah, it's kind of a massage table, but it's got a little bit of a bathtub to it.
Okay.
And I crawl on there, and I lay face down without being asked, because I don't know what's going to happen now. And I'm no longer able to make eye contact with this lady because I'm clammy and embarrassed and solid. And she gets out a wash rag, a loofah, and begins to bathe me like a child, Marnie. And the part that I'll never forget, the part that changed my life.
I love it.
is when she proceeded to wash the dirtiest part of my body.
Oh.
And I've never had, as an adult, another adult wash my body.
Kiss my ass!
Give it a few years.
And when she finished, I realized if I turn over, the world's a different place. You know what I mean? So I just decide that'll do her. I mean, I got what I came in for. And I'm real close to getting it dirty again right now. You know what I mean? Because I'm about to ask myself. And I'm just sure the cops are watching me. You know what I mean? I'm sure that I'm being set up.
Yeah.
So I stand up and I say, thank you. And she's like, that'll do. And I'm like, that's all I needed. Thanks. So I wander, me and my cane pole, back down the hallway with wow. It looks like it's baby brand new. You know what I mean? I can feel how clean it is. She did a great job, by the way.
Saw weed.
And I get back to the original room and I put my clothes back on and I wander back down the hallway. And now she's 100% sure that I'm a police officer. And I'm 100% sure that there's police officers watching me. So there's a lot of distrust. And I say, how much do I owe you? And I can't remember how much it was, but I would have paid her $700 million to get out of there at that point. So I pay her and I walk out and I wander back down to the hair place and they're waiting on me. They're waiting because I've been gone a long time. And my car's still sitting out front. And I open the door, ding, ding, ding. And they're looking at me like somebody's bursting in to rob the joint. And I say, you were right. And I let the door slam behind me and I leave. And I'm rolling down the hallway and I'm going down 169. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm in deep trouble. So I call Lawyer Lambert.
Correct.
And I tell him the whole story. And his words were, I'm sure you're in a database because they are always watching places like that. And my phone rings and it's an unrecognized number. I'm thinking, well, that's the police. So I answer it and it's the lady and she says, hello, Chris? And I go, yes. And she goes, I just wanted you to know That was great. Come back in anytime. And I says, thanks. Don't remember giving you my number. So I hang up and I call lawyer number back, and he goes, that was her checking to see if you were, in fact, a police officer. Because the fact that you did not ask her to finish the job has her with a lot of question marks.
Okay.
And
Did you use cash or credit card?
He used a credit card.
I used a credit card.
Database.
Oh, boy.
Well, that's actually got your number.
I love that he used a credit card.
I didn't have any cash.
All right.
And that is the story of me getting my butthole washed by a stranger.
Brand new haircut and a clean ass.
Yeah. Some call that a perfect
$100.
day.
Yep, there you
he
go.
didn't care.
Man, that was the news.
That was the news.
I do love how he calmly walked you through the situation.
He sure did.
Yeah.
And you don't remember giving that woman your phone number?
No. Nope, don't remember doing
Wonder
it.
how she got it.
Right.
gotta be
Johnny
through the
Bones
credit
said
card.
because of the credit card. That could be. I don't know.
Quick work on her part.
Yeah.
Must be
Just looked you
standard
up in the
procedure.
database.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Johnny Bones, you got to go or can you stay?
I've got to run.
Oh, you got to go.
Literally.
Yeah.
Twinsdaily.com.
Twinsdaily.com, Cleveland Geek, Zone coverage, Hockey Wilderness for all these wild signings going on. Get all the full breakdown there.
Right on. All right, sports is next with Sauce. Marnie Gellner is here. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
All right. Have we read a vibe yet today?
No, we have not, sir.
Okay. Everyone needs the perfect shirt to wear when they're grilling this summer, and the Power Trip has created one for you.
Is that right?
Get your Kiss the Glizzy shirt now. Head over to KFAN.com, make the keyword Glizzy to secure yours today. That's GLIZZY.
So all the shows have to read that liner, correct?
Yes.
So 9 to noon, Will?
To a show.
9 to noon.
Yes.
Noon to 3?
Yes.
3 to 6:30.
Let me make sure. Yes. Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. That seems fair.
Wait, hold on.
No.
Five on the Power Trip,
God.
presented by All Around Property
shows are
Preservation.
All around
just this
property
one?
preservation. Thanks, all
Thank
around.
you all around. We
Yeah,
got to make it
thank
quick
you.
because we went real long because
All right,
Marnie wanted to hear my story.
Hey, Marnes, the Lynx battle the Liberty tonight in New York at 6 o'clock. It's a rematch of, hey, Randy, of the Commissioner's Cup. The Liberty are minus 6.5. The Lynx are 14-4. The Liberty are 16-3.
And remember, the Commissioner's Cup was played at UBS Arena,
Yes.
home of the New York
Talk about
Islanders. This game tonight will be back at Barclays Center, where the Lynx have not played the Liberty. Minnesota did dominate the game against New York at Target Center, which was awesome to see earlier in the year. This should be a really good matchup. I mean, the Liberty is number 1 right now in the WNBA. The Lynx, a game and a half back. 6 o'clock tonight. I'll see you then.
The Minnesota Twins battle Detroit tonight at 6:40. The Twins are 10 games above 500 and have won 3 of 4. The Twins trail the Guardians by 6. Simeon Woods Richardson goes for your Twins tonight, and that is Twins News brought to you by Quantum Fiber. Marnie will be doing their games next week.
Well, thanks for that plug. That's
Yeah.
nice. Yeah,
Yes.
appreciate that.
That was nice.
It'll be fun. I'm excited for you.
Thank
Can't wait to listen and watch.
Thank you. I mean, baseball has a lot of downtime and you tend to tell stories. I might tell your haircut bunghole story.
Oh, there's so much more to it.
And that's the title of the podcast.
You should tell the whole version.
I think you should shut your mouth.
Okay. Sorry, Daddy.
Try to do the rest of this sports update with your mouth shut.
Yeah, shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
It's not worse.
Man, you're a good hummer.
So's your sister.
Aw, keep your mouth shut.
The Wild signed Yakov Trenin
Smirnoff.
to a 4-year, $14 million deal, Zacho. He's 27 years old. He has 48 goals and 82 points in 290 career games.
Yeah. In Mother Russia, they sign you. No, it's a Yakov Smirnoff joke. Thank you very much, Captain Comedy.
Killed it.
It's so much better when Zach does it. I'm going to miss you next week, Zach. You're
I'm going to miss you.
You're clever this
I'm
week.
both of you guys.
Where are you going?
One of them will be
I'm
missed.
gonna
The
be
other
here.
one
They're
can rot in
gone.
hell. They're going on a vacation
I'll miss
together,
you too.
but one of them won't admit it. Right, Hawk?
That's right. We got one big bed.
Where are you going?
We're going to Pleasure Town.
Is the bed kind of like a half bathtub type thing?
No, it's the shape of a heart.
Yep.
Aw.
It's a fantasy
They're going
suite.
to recreate that story for 3 straight days.
We got the honeymoon suite for 6 days.
Just a lot of
6 days and 8 nights.
A lot of kissing.
How do you do that, Sauce?
A lot of kissing?
Yeah. Oh, that's how you do it. Got it.
Sorry, Zacho.
Get that glizzy all Lizzie.
No,
God.
helps with identity. Probably a little more expensive than I would have liked, but that's
What do
how
you-
the NHL works.
What do you
so.
think of Russo's point yesterday that they're kind of handcuffing themselves to all these guys? And-
Yeah, I mean it's fair. I guess I'm hoping Bill Guerin's less Dutch and that he's got an actual plan
Well played.
underneath all these big numbers that he's signing these guys to. So I'm hoping there's a plan here because again we're still about a year away from this cap hell finally coming to an end. And as you mentioned, Sauce, earlier, we'll see what happens if we're like the Predators next year and we're just
Zucker
firing
signed
them
a
off.
1-year contract. Jason Zucker worth $5 million with Buffalo.
Good for him.
Good for
Yeah.
Jason.
Good
Another
for Buffalo.
better for Buffalo.
And Luka Garza is returning to your Minnesota Timberwolves, Maxo.
Heck yeah, man. Hopefully he can get into the rotation. His offense is there. He just needs to step up the defense a little bit. Everybody in the Twin Cities wants to see him on the floor, so hopefully he can work his way into the rotation. That's a good sign.
More sports after
The
this.
minimum, too, by the way. $2.1 million next year.
Oh, heck yeah. Good deal.
More with Marnie Gellner after this on The Fan.
Hailed as the nicest man in stand-up, 2021 Grammy-nominated comedian Nate Bargatze is headed to the State Fair Grandstand. You can see him on the Be Funny Tour when he takes the stage on Saturday, August 24th. Limited tickets are still available. For more info and to secure your tickets, head over to KFAN.com. Make the keyword calendar.
Thank you. And normally we do Vikings news right now, brought to you by our friends at Radco, but there's not really any Vikings
There's
news.
none.
There's nothing right now. So I'd just like to say don't forget to use the code FREEDOM10, FREEDOM10 at radco.com or in store to get 10% off right now. Celebrating freedom this week.
Well, Hogs, there is
Radco.
one thing.
Oh, well, I'll hit it then. What the hell? I didn't know. I'm sorry. You gotta let a guy know.
It's time for Vikings news on the Power Trip, presented by
Yes, Radco.
3 weeks from today, everybody will be in camp. That's it. And Dallas Turner and J.J. McCarthy are like one of 3 or 4 first-round guys that don't have contracts. There's your Vikings.
I wonder why.
Hawk knows.
What are we waiting for?
The people are out and they ran out of ink.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's your answer.
Seems logical.
Yeah, right.
Well, wasn't there that hot rumor that Zacho's guy wanted all of it up front? He wanted all of it guaranteed.
Yeah, little surprised.
Yeah.
Most quarterbacks don't ask for that.
Right, correct.
Why not? Anyway, there's your Vikings news. I thought that was well done, Paul.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, thanks, man. I
Great
didn't
work.
realize
We're almost there, Hogs Daddy.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
It's a month. I can't. Let's go.
Yeah,
Come
a
on
month,
now.
A month to you and I being in Cleveland.
You guys have an itinerary for that trip yet?
Sure.
Yeah, I think we're taking his van.
Yeah, we're taking my van.
Yeah. And we're going to leave, I think, Friday afternoon.
We're going to leave Friday afternoon. We're going to visit the Jesus statue.
Yep. And we're going to go to South Bend.
That's right.
And then we're going to make our way to the game, which is on Sunday after.
sorry
I
about
think
that.
are we going to go to the bit on Saturday where everybody gets,
Inducted.
does their speeches and
yeah,
all
we
that?
have to do that.
Yeah.
Yep, I already bought the tickets to that. They
He bought some like
relatively
VIP.
inexpensive.
Wasn't it like $400?
That's what I said. Relatively inexpensive. Yeah. Mhm.
And then then we'll go to like a party, one of the players' parties that he
Yep.
bought tickets to
Yep. We're going to go to a party.
on Saturday night. And then we'll get up on Sunday, watch the game, and then we'll slowly make our way back.
That's right. Slowly. Yep.
Can't wait.
Cool.
And then when we get back, we'll watch it together on TV.
Of course we will.
Yeah, we
On
can't
tape.
wait for it.
I don't want to miss anything.
Yeah.
There's a major update in a Colorado funeral home case. The couple of accused of leaving 190 decomposing bodies in their funeral home has been offered a deal. Christina Page used the Penrose Funeral Home. And she's angry at these people for doing what they did. John Halford is going to serve 20 years and his wife, Carrie, is going to get 15 if they just plead guilty to just leaving the bodies in their funeral home. Why in the world do you think they did that?
I don't know.
I mean, what are you doing that? You know, you collected?
Oh, they're hoarders, obviously.
Yeah.
Apparently, I mean, we can't be sure about their sexual proclivity, but
No.
Hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah.
Like caviar.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's in case you remember that story where they found 190 bodies just kind of hanging around.
I mean, you can't get away with that because a lot of scientific things you can't hide.
Yeah, agreed.
The odor,
Yeah.
top first and foremost.
The question, where's grandma?
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Right.
probably a thing.
And if they were going to cremate all of these people, right? Did they just supply the other families with fake ashes?
I don't know. And why is that easier than just doing the job?
Right. So
Correct.
The motive here is questionable. If they're in that industry and they know that, hey, if we don't do this properly, we're going to jail.
Yeah.
Like you said, Chris, what is the point of doing this if it's not something super gross that none of us want to hear
I have
about?
no idea.
Correct.
I have no idea.
It is curious that authorities have offered them, I don't know if it's called considered a plea deal,
Yeah,
but if you plead guilty, why would you need if their guilt would seem to be on the surface very obvious?
Yeah.
So you wouldn't need to offer them a deal. So
Right.
there must be more to the story.
Yeah, no pun intended. It sounds like they got him dead to rights,
Yeah.
right? It's like,
Well played.
why cut him a deal?
Yeah.
Very well
I'm
done,
going to
Ms.
guess
Bartlett.
they want to get him out of the courtroom because I bet they don't smell good.
Yeah.
The
People.
man
Well, you
and
can't
wife?
be around dead bodies and not soak it in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can they bathe them?
I
mean, I'm sure
I can tell them
Doc
a place
knows
to
a
go.
place.
You know,
Yeah,
place?
I can
This is
tell
a
them
place,
place.
Maple
Sure.
Grove. You can
Yeah.
probably get your thing washed.
Yeah. And your other
You
thing
definitely
washed.
can, but that's not where the business was.
That's such a good story. That's such a good story.
A Maryland man is facing charges after threatening to blow up a building where he worked. The Maryland State Police say they're investigating the suspect threatened to blow up the State Motor Vehicle Administration office in Hagerstown. No explosives were found in the building. Investigators took Anthony Jacob Fritz into custody. They did find some stuff at his house they're not happy about. But he was just sick of working there, so he was going to blow the place up.
Yeah, I think we've all felt that in the past, but you don't follow through. You don't actually make the threat. You just think it.
No, that's
Yeah,
right.
you don't have to.
Yeah.
I have it here.
You just say, but why am I not making any money off the Glizzy t-shirt?
Yeah.
And finally, for me, in this segment, it's a great day to look up, Marnes. You might notice more people than usual scanning the skies today because it is World UFO Day. Or as you uncultured swine call it, UFO Day.
Brilliant.
The unofficial holiday marks the date in 1947 when an object from another world supposedly crashed in Roswell, New Mexico. Should you happen to spot something unusual, whether you want to call it a UFO or a UFO or whatever, the Mutual UFO Network is always taking reports. Check out MUFON.com.
Wow.
Yeah, World UFO Day.
Right.
According to this story, Subway is being a part of this by delivering footlong subs via drone.
Really?
Oh, sweet.
Thanks, buddy boy.
Oh, that guy loves it.
For what price? Do you have any idea?
Don't know.
Because even a footlong sub, when you walk into the store and get one, is like $18.
And it sucked.
Oh,
But
Cindy
the good
Lauper.
deals, because
not kidding.
even though my kiddo has, she's got ARFID like I do, she's got the eating issues. She's recently gambled, which I am not willing to do with food, so props to her. Just started eating turkey and cheese subs, which
Oh, nice.
you'd have to pay me $1,000 to even hold one of them, let alone eat it.
Oh, you don't.
So I've been to Subway with her a couple times in the last couple of weeks. $2 churros, $3 Annie Ann, foot-long pretzels, right? We talked
Oh, yeah.
about
Did
that.
you like that? Is it good? I haven't had one
Awesome.
yet. Okay, good.
What a sweet deal.
Haven't had that
For
yet.
you.
That's dinner.
Yeah.
That's cheap as hell.
I'm trying not to become too attached to Subway because they're switching to Pepsi next year. So.
Oh, no.
Not that.
They can
Oh, way to
go
look
hell.
ahead, Zacho. Way to look ahead.
You doing okay, brother?
But I did find.
listen to the Hulkster.
They don't get too attached.
But the problem
it's gonna
is-
break your heart.
They
Yeah.
got the flatbread now, and you can
Your
basically
what?
make yourself a chicken bacon ranch flatbread pizza, and it's awesome. It sucks.
But it's going to be terrible with
tough
Pepsi.
Oh, I'm done. I'm done. I will not go there again.
These are
Bring
hard
your
days.
own.
Until they pull an
DC.
Arby's and switch back again, which they will in probably 5 to 10 years. when
The
they
industry,
sell
of
it.
course,
There
calls
it is.
that pulling an Arby's.
Yes.
We all know.
And Arby's brought their potato cakes back, which are A+.
Let me tell you something. Those crinkle fries are undefeated.
No.
And
Curly fries are hideous.
And they have
What?
wraps.
Crinkle
I
fries.
said
Listening's
crinkle.
hard.
Please,
Oh, okay.
Crinkle
please
fries.
crap out of your ears.
I can hear.
Hey, hey.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
Great song. I love that song.
What was it called? The Return of Innocence?
Yeah, that song Wales. Can we review it?
No.
No, I got yelled at for bringing that up. Anyway, crinkle fries are great. Curly fries are terrible. Listening is not that hard. Paying attention is hard.
I agree. The shape of curly fries is
Yeah.
great and it's fun, and I wouldn't mind.
I like
But
the soft ones.
It's juice and it's Lucy.
They're like orange.
Yeah, yucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Sick.
the wraps at Arby's are awesome too. Give those a try.
like,
Yo, 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 yo. We got the meat.
Man, we're like a rap duo.
So Arby's is much better than R. Kelly.
Are you through, Mr. Wizard?
Yeah, Mr. Wizard.
Marnie, your hands
Yep,
up.
because I had a follow-up about Subway.
That's
With
great.
your
R. Kelly?
Yeah, you want
eating
to listen to them
issue.
rap?
He eats.
Oh, yeah.
With your eating issue, Corey, when you walk into Subway, does it smell wonderful?
Absolutely
like it does
not.
us?
Hate that smell.
Even with
Hate
the
it.
churro?
Really?
Hate it.
Yeah.
So fresh baked bread.
The bread smells amazing. It's all the rest of the stuff that just grosses me out that you can
You
smell.
can smell the rest of your stuff?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I
Even
can't
smells
too.
you.
Yep.
It's like not just the taste; it's the smell.
Oh, it's
of
all
stuff, too.
sensory
Oh,
stuff.
wow.
It's texture, it's smell.
Interesting.
All of it.
When I first started working here, and it
Sensory.
was during Vikings games, and we'd bring a bunch of food in, some of the times he'd leave.
I don't even
That's
want
great.
to. I don't
Yeah.
want to smell it. I don't want to.
He would leave.
Even
when we would eat.
holding
Yep.
the containers that. So technically, I'm touching like plastic or styrofoam. That grosses me out because I know what's on the other side of the styrofoam. It gets in my head.
Little
Freaks me
tidbits.
out.
That's interesting. I've never
It's annoying as hell.
smelled the ingredients at Subway. The smell of the bread is overwhelming and in a wonderful way. But
If they just made bread, if it was just a bread store, I'd say sign me up.
It probably wouldn't do as well.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, I'll take the bread.
Bring your own meat.
But like a bakery, for example. Does the bakery smell good to you?
100%.
Yeah, man, bakeries rock.
Yeah. Man,
He eats.
I love eating. Hey, quick thing for you guys. If you can. I believe.
What did Musk tweet?
Brilliant. You know, Matt Miller works for ESPN. He's like the new Todd McShay. He released a mock draft for 2025.
Oh, yeah.
We don't have to go over the name because nobody cares about that. What position and where
Military.
does
In
he
my
have the
bedroom.
Minnesota Vikings picking? Where does he think the Vikings will finish?
7th.
My God, are you good? You are correct.
Come on.
He has him taking a defensive tackle.
That's ridiculous. We're going to be better than that.
7th.
Well, you keep saying they're going to get
Yeah.
off to a terrible start, right? So
Yeah.
you don't probably think that's
Don't we
ridiculous
have
to be
money
said.
on it?
Yeah,
Yep.
that they're going to.
Like, I think.
I forgot.
You said
I think
they're
you
gonna
lost,
start
Hawk. You owe
0-4
me
or something like that?
$250.
Hey, by the way,
I'll
can't
send
make
you
this
the
up
video.
right now on CNN.com. It says ARFID, the silent eating disorder. They're talking about how people have what
Are you
I have and
serious?
my daughter has, and how it's new and they just reclassified it. Check this out though. How about this for a stat? They're saying about 9% of the country at some point will have a eating disorder of some kind, right? The bad ones, the really bad ones. But because this is new and they don't know how many people deal with what I deal with and what my daughter deals with, they say somewhere between 0.5 and 5% of the population has ARFID.
Holy moly.
Do you know anyone?
To be, right? Sort of.
Well, Zacho, right? And Brett?
I'm like the way you describe like the containers and everything, that's how I'm like with mushrooms. Like I can't, if there's even the mushrooms in the same room, I won't eat.
I mean, you're walking right into it, Zach. So the article talks about the problem with this, quote, disorder is that sometimes it is hard to differentiate between picky eaters and people that truly have this. Because there is like a gray area. Some people are just really picky, and then there's other people like me that have psychological issues.
Obviously.
Yeah.
You don't have to say quote unquote disorder because
It is a disorder. It
Yeah,
sucks.
sure.
And again, it sucks, and I hate that my daughter has it.
That's the worst,
Hate it.
isn't it?
That sucks, Corey.
Yeah,
But hadn't you said before it's a little bit of a lesser version? She can tolerate more foods than you can?
Barely though. I mean,
really?
she has maybe 10 foods that I don't, but she has the same
The
habit.
chip pizza.
Yep.
Yeah.
But cheese and cheese only.
Yeah. Cheese pizza's
I mean, it's better than I do.
yeah.
And I'll stick up for you, too, because...
Oh, thank you.
I
Somebody
get
finally does.
Somebody.
really tired of people talking about, oh, you're just picky and you need to grow up and get over it.
No, see, here's the
I said I
difference.
was sorry.
Here's
I
the
was
difference. He isn't picky. He has a thing. You're picky.
Oh, I'm
You're
not.
a picky eater.
No, I'm not.
It's a picky thing. You're picky.
I mean, I don't have it to that
Yeah.
degree, but
Oh my
they had problems feeding me when I was a kid
Yeah,
because I wouldn't eat the baby food.
because you wouldn't touch the breast.
Again, you're walking right into it, Zachary. You're walking right into it.
Whoa. I mean,
That's good.
Thank you.
And there were breadcrumbs almost immediately on that trail as well. It just took us a while. 8 o'clock hour of the Power Trip Morning Show after this with Marnie Gellner on the Vid.
The Fan.